What? What in the actual fuck? What in the Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 3. I missed most of the first, that when it aired, on the way to Ilminster Pub to watch. I missed it, caught the ending. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But I've had a chance to watch it 2 more times since then. And, like, obviously, I know. I gotta get some water. Obviously, I know I'm in the minority in what I'm about to say. In the little tirade that I'm about to rant on, I'm in the minority. See, okay, so again, Game of Thrones. I'm a fan. If it's not obvious to everybody, I'm a fan. Jon Snow for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Last year, like dressed up as Jon Snow for Halloween. Anyway, Game of Thrones, Season 8, final season, Episode 3. If you don't know what's going on, well, I'm about to spoil the shit out. If you ain't watched it or you care what not to know what's going on, don't watch it any further. I'm gonna let you know right now. But big facts. In my opinion, HBO dropped the ball. Like, the writers dropped the ball. Now, I'm not gonna say the actors did their thing. The stunt choreographers, director, whoever directed the episode, he did his thing. Whoever wrote the episode, you're a fucking moron. Like, you shit the fucking bed. You know what I mean? Like all the fucking way around, you shit the bed. Like off the rip. Like, I mean, you probably knew that the Dothraki was like, you know, because there was no Grey Worm of the Dothraki. You ain't know not one fucking Dothraki nigga's name. You know what I'm saying? Not one Dothraki dude's name do you know. So, why did you just have the Dothraki just charge straight into the White Walkers and the Whites? Like, what possible purpose did that serve? Like Jon Snow went to Hardhome to get the wildlings out from the north, from the other side of the wall, so that they just weren't an endless horde added to the Night King's army. So, what fucking sense did it make to just get your cavalry just to run straight head on in to the most terrifying army that you could possibly imagine? And I think they said it was like the largest army ever, and like every time someone dies, you just added to it. So you just decided that you was just gonna let the Dothraki just become whites. Like, what? Like, you have Sir Davos, who's had some, you know, at least plotting military strategy. Jorah the Andal, Jon Snow, Brienne, Jaime. You know what I'm saying? Tyrion's probably studied war. You're telling me that the best military tactic that someone could come up with was just to chunk the Dothraki at the Night King's army? I mean, like, the only way that would have been cool is if the moment after all the little lights went out, like after all that little shit went out, is if you just had a bunch of Dothraki whites coming screaming right back in the line. That would have been justification. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a dope thing to do to get a dope spectacle. And that's further to my point. That's what this fucking episode was. It was just fucking spectacle, people. Like, it wasn't written for a payoff. It was just written so I could have a couple of moments. I mean, Beric Dondarrion. Like, if you don't know Beric Dondarrion in the books, like, he was resurrected several times, as it's shown in the thing, but he gave his life for another reason, to resurrect a character in the book. I won't spoil that for people if you ain't read the books, because it's radically different, so I won't ruin that. But he gave his life to save somebody in the books. So, shit. And this was long before any time that we have now. Beric Dondarrion's been dead. So, obviously, if you gonna keep him alive in the book, there's a fucking point. What the fuck? To save Arya? That's what the fucking Hound was doing. What? Why did you have to double up on someone to save, and you kept him alive just for that shit? So you kept some Christ imagery? Like, dude, what? Useless, straight fucking useless. You just wasted a fucking character. And Jon fucking Snow, my favorite character, hands down my hero character of the story, Jon Snow, no doubt about it. But I don't need him to be the savior as long as if Azor Ahai the prince who was promised, or who the princess, whatever the promise was, a good fucking payoff. Jon was fucking useless in this goddamn episode. Like, the fucking dude that's been saving, like, at least, even if he doesn't save the day, at least he's a fucking badass. At least dude, he was just running around like a chick with his fucking head cut off. Straight fucking useless. And I don't fucking understand. Like, oh my God. And further useless. Sam, if Tyrion's gonna be in the fucking crypt, why wouldn't Jon tell Sam to keep his punk ass in the crypt? Who cares if he killed a White Walker all the time? He's needed now for his mind, not from his battle prowess. He cost Grant his dog fucking life. And then, more to the point, how the fuck is Lyanna Mormont, fucking Melisandre, who didn't even die in the battle, Jorah and Bran, the only people who die? The only people who die when a bunch of zombies, fucking controlled zombies, attack your castle is, for very minor second, third and secondary characters, not even primary, like, supporting characters. Like, come on, dude. Like, this, like, you teased those first 2 episodes, like, with no action and nothing, because it's like the last time these characters are supposed to be together and all this, like, because it should look like in that next episode, after those two little setups, that all hell should break loose and we should lose some people. Like I didn't want to lose Tormund, I didn't want to lose Brienne, but dude, some of those people's character arcs are over. Like, Brienne shit is, if you don't, she didn't wrap it up with Jaime, that ain't really that no big a deal. But she should have died. Pod should have died. Like, either Grey Worm or Missandei, or dude, there should have been some great loss, and there was fucking nothing. Like, yeah, she's shit out of luck in her army, but still, you got 2 fucking dragons. Like, it ain't that big a fucking deal, and it shouldn't be that fucking hard now. Like, she's got 2 fucking dragons. It ain't gonna be that hard to convince all the other houses to fucking oppose her. So, like, really, just stupid. And then, like, you bring bodies back from the fucking crypts in Winterfell, but never, not any of the ones that fucking matter, like Ned or Lyanna, or, you know what I'm saying, something to stir some controversy. I apologize for my allergies, people. But, like, you dropped the ball all the way around. Like, I mean, to the military point, like, you have so many experienced, people in combat and wars, and there's, like, almost no strategy at play here. Like, it's just straight, like, the Dothraki would have been better off protecting Bran on horseback, like, nearby or something, or surrounding. Like, what purpose did they serve just being fed to an army? Golly, guys, oh my goodness, just, it doesn't make sense. If I guess, we're going to finally talk about the ending, because, I caught the ending at Ill-Ministered Pub, and in a room full of Game of Thrones fans, ooh and awed, and were fucking awesome that Arya killed the Night King. This is the bomb take. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you're entitled to your opinion and all that. Personal responsibility, that's my brand, that's everything I preach. But if you are fucking happy with Arya being the solution to kill the Night King, like, you don't even, like, why did you even watch this shit? It's the Song of Ice and Fire. Jon Snow is the Song of Ice and Fire. He is Targaryen and Stark. He is the culmination. He is everything they've been talking about, or at least that fine. Like, if he's not him, somebody else that needs a character arc or story arc with some kind of finality, like Theon dying right before art, like that, which is like I did appreciate the moment of Theon's death, because I very much appreciate the character. Like, again, I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones. I've loved everything they've done with Theon, for make you hate him, to, like, glad he got punished, to, like, now you're back on Team Theon again. So, like, it was a very heroic death. I felt very foolhardy, if I'm being honest. Like, I loved it the first time I saw it, but the second and third time, it just seemed real, like, and shit, to the point, why did Arya come and fucking save Theon before, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to that point, the most interesting part about her, like, her dropping the knife and killing Night King, that ain't nothing I don't expect from fucking Arya. How the fuck did she get through the whites and the fucking White Walkers? That's what the fuck I want to see. How the fuck did she do that? Because that's bullshit, okay? What the fuck was that superhero move she was fucking doing over, like, I don't remember that being a fucking a faceless man power. This is fucking bullshit. And you guys, and if you think it's not, what the fuck, like, dude. And now what? She's also gonna be the one to kill fucking Cersei? Shit, it might as well been, this whole fucking show might as well been called the Game of Arya or the Arya for the Throne. Like, this is not the payoff. I would have been happy with Jaime, Dany, like. That's not the fucking Disney. She has not even been concerned about the Night King, which, if you guys don't understand that the first minutes into the first episode of this very show, the first thing that we are introduced into this world is the promise or the curse or the return of the White Walkers. Minutes into this show. That means the way it's written, that should tell you that this is what everything's about, that this is the most important shit that the characters of this world need to be concerned about. And it gets wrapped up in episode 3, halfway through the season. And, like, they have been, like, trying to understand everything with the Night King that we have been told and need to be prepared for. And the loss was all wrapped up in Arya stabbing him with the dragon, with the Valyrian steel dagger. So, what the hell was all this shit about Bran having to be prepared before his encounter with the Night King? Like all this, like, just drop the, like, talk about this is the definition of anticlimactic. Like, you shit the fucking bed, because it shouldn't have been that fucking easy. Like, everybody was scared. Like, Jon was telling people that the vying for the throne was like children squabbling at play or whatever. This was what you got to worry about, and it was wrapped up in one fucking episode by a bullshit moment with Arya stabbing with the Valyrian steel dagger. So, but don't let me get me started on that. That, like, why does Valyrian steel kill him but Dragonfire doesn't? The point of Valyrian steel is that it was forged in Dragonfire. So, like, and then, like, Dragonglass, to its point, I believe was made from, like, Dragonfire. So you're not making too much sense here as to why the Night King can withstand fire, because all the things that hurt him are all created by Dragonfire. So why do you have to skip a step before Dragonfire, like, hurts you? That doesn't make any damn sense. It makes zero sense. And further to move past that, like, Cersei being what this is all about is the most ignorant fucking thing, is because no matter what, if Cersei beats all our other characters or loses, she still loses or die, whatever. Per Tywin's point to her is that it's all about family. It's not about you. It's about your family name and what you can pass down through your children. She fails her father. And then just an episode ago, we have Sam talking about what the Night King wants to do to Bran and therefore humanity, to erase it so that we don't remember that, like, that's what dying is. Cersei has no one to remember her. Cersei has no line. Cersei has no lineage. Regardless of if she wins or loses the Game of Thrones, she loses. George R. R. Martin has basically made an epic sword and fantasy novel that's a morality play for don't be too good a person and don't be too bad a person. Because the too good die in his stories and the too bad die. And in this case, Cersei, who's obviously the too bad, doesn't win. She can't win, no matter what. She loses. Nobody loves her. She has nobody. Like, it's a loss. So, to my point, like, you've screwed up the ending of Game of Thrones, in my opinion. And I don't understand, like, if you're a fan of this show since, like, season 1, episode 1, like, the culmination of all the, like, the first episode is in Winterfell. You know what I'm saying? Stark, Baratheon, the promise of, like, you know, like, all this stuff like, it's not about, you know what I'm saying? It's not about King's Landing. It never was. It was about the Night King. It was about the Song of Ice and Fire, Jon Snow. You know, so, like, I believe HBO and whatever the dude's names are, the guys, I think you dropped the ball. I mean, like, I might be wrong, and maybe George R. R. Martin's version of the book, so he's going to write maybe something similar, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to be way more dynamic, and I think it's going to dwell more on Bran and his abilities of warging in time travel. Like how were these things not more important? Like, they were integral to scenes in the seasons past, and it's like they forgot about it. You know, like you forgot about these badass major things that were going on, and more to the point of forgetting, why did Jorah have to fucking die? He came to aid Daenerys in the middle of the battle where there was a huge fire behind her. Twice I've seen Daenerys survive fire. So why wouldn't she just go get her happy ass in the fucking fire and be safe from the goddamn what? Like, this is like the writers of this show have established a history and a pattern of power of what and abilities of what this woman can do, but yet she's not going to remember to do it. Oh my God, Jorah died for nothing. For nothing. Like, just all of this was written for spectacle. They wrote the Dothraki just so they could light the fires and do it and put them out. Made no sense as to why you would do that. Why a bunch of military, people who survived multiple battles would ever use a cavalry straight off instead of in a pincer move. Ramsay Bolton would have done a better job of defending Winterfell than these guys. I believe that 100% Ramsay Bolton would have done a better job of defending Winterfell than Jon Snow, or at least the way he was written in this thing. Just pure crap. Now, I will say I did like Lyanna Mormont's moment in the Sun. Like, she's just been a side character, pretty much just for laughs and just kind of like, woman empowerment. Like, that was awesome. So I did like to see she did get a fitting death, like one of the only real ones. Gran went out like a fucking punk because of Sam, whose ass should never been in the first place. So, I guess I'm done ranting. So, I mean, like, I mean, my dude Tormund's alive, the Hound's alive. I'm happy Podrick's alive. I like Podrick. Gendry's alive. Obviously Arya's alive. Jon Snow's alive. Daenerys. So, like, I guess we're gonna see how that plays out. And I get Clegane Bowl, or hopefully, I guess we're gonna find out who kills Cersei. Again, all of this I feel like should have happened before the final fight, in my opinion. But, or at least had involved Cersei. I thought for sure the Ice King was going to make his way down to King's Landing before this was all said and done with. But anyway, I'm done ranting. I'm John the Baptist, aka Premier Poppy, my new aka the Mod Maharaja of Mayhem. Maharaja Mayhem or Man Maharaja. I'm working it out. I like them both, like them three. Anyway, shout out to my girl. Thank you. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you very much. And write how you feel. Like my comments, subscribe, all that. I'm putting it on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So, all right. Thank you guys. Signing off.
Got me thinking going raw as I shoot up your club. Them two lines. As I lay back clueless. Sex bomb is the truth. Lay back and use it. Hit you with that love muscle. Leave that bed a mess. I'm the reason why your ex nigga is your ex. Clothes off all raw. What did you expect? I'm the reason why your ex nigga is your ex. It all started simple. It's my job, my night hop. Tasting every hole attached to your sweet, sweet body. Oh, nasty motherfucker. It's a beautiful struggle. I want to mount your girlfriend. I don't want any trouble. I want to take her to the land and call Candy. I am Steve. I'm pulling heavy breathing. Has my manhood